Yo, what's going on everybody? Xanthus Vice here, and we are back with some more Punishing Gray Raven. I hope you guys have a great start to your day. Where we last left off, we had continued more with Cradle Parade, and finally, even more lore to actually discover regarding Cinderella and her existence, actually understanding her connection to Kugawa Kurino, aka Dr. Pickman, and possibly even a bit about Vonnegut. Again, I do have two theories about who he is. The first is that potentially he could have been Kilgore Trout, or that he was one of the other scientists who had kind of worked on this whole project as well. But also actually starting to see that Lamia is actually kind of piecing this together, surprisingly. I didn't think she would have it in her, but hey, she's been doing a bang up job. And I guess it's like, you try to go about it through normal means or just what an intelligent person would do right away, you would just only be stuck with that mindset. But I guess because Lamia was always trying her best to find one way to a peaceful life, it seemed a bit unorthodox to use the egg that way. That probably wouldn't have made sense to a lot of other people, but in doing so, she actually seems to have figured out what exactly Vonnegut is trying to do. And I guess it does make sense when you think about it, because sure, he is accepting the Ascension Network, but it's not like he's always doing their jobs. He always is doing his own plans, but it just involves the Ascension Network. So I guess it's more like he's just using it for his own means, right? So it's like, as long as he is meeting the needs of the network, it won't really interrupt him or try to breach into his own operations to become completely independent. And I guess that is the point, right? Because if he has more ascendants, maybe he can find a way to break away from the whole Ascension Network and actually become like an individual not tied to this fate or such. But yeah, now with that, we're gonna try to actually finish this today, so then we'll be all caught up just in time for the next update, because I really just want to get straight into that stuff when it comes out. And as you guys can see, luckily all my hard work actually paid off, and I have Han Ying Solace too. Let me tell you, it really took grinding, and I actually got lucky on my roll, let me tell you. I don't have a weapon, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And also, you guys might have guessed from like the couple scenes when you guys see my characters here, I actually figured out how to do the third awakening, as in like, I didn't really remember what was hyper-tuning my resonance skill, but it's like, oh yeah, it's that thing that happens at like the end of this, like with my memories. And like giving them those skills. I may not be doing it the best of my abilities, but it's like, I'm putting it in like stuff that's like, okay, what do I usually see commonplace for my characters when I'm battling with them? So these may not be the best or the most organized for what's it called, Han Ying and some of the others like Wachi stuff, but I'm just putting it as to like how I would set it up. Can be said, just look up a guide. That's what I do. Yeah, that's fair. It's a fair point. I'm just trying to see how I would do it myself, you know. But I am gonna try to look through a guide going forward, because it's like there were definitely probably some people who it's like I could definitely use them more efficiently than I already am. But you make a fair point. I could just look up the guides too. I'm just trying to test it out first and see what I can come up with. Because to be fair, I could just like go and farm these again and just make my own set and whatever, just for better. Because I've seen that people actually have sets for their own when it comes to the PPC and a whole bunch of other endgame modes as well. So I could just go for that as well. Again, for the time being, that's kind of how I'm like at least starting to set up my team anyway. But anyway, like I was saying, today's finally the day I get all caught up with the main story anyway. Like I said, I still have to do the floating records, but those will be separate streams that I can actually do at my own pace without feeling a bit rushed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have been enjoying the story, but it's like, I like to finally have all the information caught up and not feel like, oh shit, am I still missing stuff from before? I mean, there is some stuff that's sometimes happening in the side stories that actually do help as well. Like learning about the Church of Machina, that was definitely significant. And also about Noan as well, because that also starts now to play more of a role as I get closer to getting all caught up as well. But like I said, I'll be doing all these other ones later on at my own pace. So probably won't be seeing as many streams popping up for Punishing Gray Raven after the next update. Because like I said, I'll do it at my own pace, since I still also do have to focus on my studies. So it's like, at least I have like some more leeway for myself as an individual. So yeah, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and finish this. I'm actually curious how this is actually gonna end up, because again, this is still supposed to connect to the next part with the Forsaken, so I'm wondering how they're gonna set that up. Because again, I've already done that part after, but been moved forward after that. Damn, I don't know why sometimes my controller is disconnecting. It's so weird. Oh well. Oh right, still waiting until like the injection actually finally sinks in. Forgot that was a thing. And we're working with a clone of no one. Ready for the looping illusion. I mean, I can't stop herself from shaking. She glances at the human commanding, covered from head to toe in wounds. Out of her, and no one who stands so far away she could barely see him. Look at the sludge around her that used to be hetero creature. She quickly realizes what happened. Was that a mind fusion? She realizes that the egg in her arms is the root of all evil. She clutches tightly to it all the same, like an orphan holding a weapon on the battlefield. Right, because not only is it kind of something that Luna needs, but like she said before, it's the only way she'll actually be able to get what she really wants. It is kind of the thing we're starting to see with the Ascendants now, well, at least Luna's Ascendants, the fact that they're actually starting to have their own desires, apart from the Ascension Network, and that probably is what this whole breaking point is starting to become. Their individuality shining. It's all good now, Lamia. How long have I been here? Not counting the time it took me to come here, about an hour. Why did you come here? To get you this ID card. Let's just hope we've got enough money putting these two together. What do you mean? Amy quickly brings you up to speed about the illusion she saw during her mind fusion. Sorry, I had to answer your text. These hetero creatures are so organized that they've got to be under someone's command. Could we let those know? Did I flatten these guys? Right, because who would be controlling them now? It wouldn't be Cinderella anymore because she's the egg now. You did. You were going crazy attacking the hetero creatures when I got here. You only calmed down after reconnection. I've been saying he was zoning out for quite some time since. I was zoning out? So why didn't you just take the egg? Humans might not be able to touch it, but you have someone with you who can. Because I trust you. I said I trust you, Lamia. I trust that you don't hate this world as much as you make yourself seem. And that you care more about the humans who brought you into this world. Am I right? Lamia lowers her head, deep in memory because of these words. Do you really mean it? That this isn't just some temporary partnership sort of thing? But that you actually trust me? I did. I also would have done things differently. Why do you think I connected with you knowing that my mind beacon would get contaminated? It's an utter lie. You proposed taking the egg when no one told you that Lithos was coming this way. She's calming down with the connection. It's our only chance. The egg is very important to Lamia. She's not gonna hand it over without putting up a fight. There's no way I can keep her tamed with a mind connection once she gets out of the deep sea with it. What would she do with the egg then? We can't afford to bear another catastrophe. We have to make this opportunity count and take control into our own hands. You can touch the egg. It's gonna take that mind connection between me and the Transcendent easier too. Lithos can still mess with my frame though. He might not be able to make me do what he wants to do. Giving me the egg is like handing it right to him because he controls the punishing around me. Come on, I need a workaround. I don't have one. Lithos is going to merge with Catilla's consciousness even if he dies. Being an Ascendant just makes it that much easier for him. Ever thought about charming the enemy into working for us? I can hold the egg for as long as you want me to if we get Lithos out of the way. Would I barely fit the dictionary definition of presentable? Come on, you look presentable with a capital P. Here goes nothing. I'm as oblivious to your desperate will to survive. To her, your battered and bruised humor with a wry smile of putting a world of trust in her. In your eyes, having clouded from all the damage you've taken for the corruption, she sees sadness, separation, and trust all over what she's seen. Like what she saw on that rainy day. You. The fragile walls of her swaying heart buckle under the weight of her memories, yet Lamia is holding on to the last bit of her rationality. Lamia can't measure how much truth there is to your words, but she now doesn't see a point for her to argue with you about anything besides the end. Besides, she's someone who enjoys this hard-earned respect.
Do you think humans and descendants can coexist peacefully?
Seizing a rare opportunity for dialogue, Lamia asks you, something the machine believes thinks about world peace and all, is a question that crosses her mind every now. That's for sure, although there's no telling whether they'll be on equal standing when the day comes.
Well, I've observed a bit of a change in Luna's attitude these days.
Lamia looks with a dreamy look in her eyes. Listen, Lithos is coming this way. He and Gadilla will find you as long as you have the egg with you. We'll only get to use those 2 ID cards if we defeat Lithos. There's no future we don't get rid of Lithos now.
Get rid of Lithos? Get rid of me?
Lithos. Took a little longer than you thought, but thought you wouldn't come.
Dealing with those rooms that you people messed up and left to rot definitely took me some time. And it doesn't help that you aren't the easiest person to find in this world. You've been staying holed up knowing that the last shot takes 48 hours. Even you know what's going on. Someone has been feeding you information and guiding you. Why bother asking when you already know the answer? And the whole story about how you can't see, that's a lie too. You think everyone and everything in this world is to meet all your needs and wants like this? And so do your fathers whose guts you hate. Purple Ascendant says no more, his mouth fading away as he turns around coldly. Him another shadow emerges. Lamia, give Cinderella back to Mother now. Is that really Cinderella's mother?
And Lamia's arm twitches like a fish out of water.
Lamia, this is a very hurtful words that just came out of your mouth. But you've been feeding her nothing but lies. She's not going to find herself even if she's reborn. Just going to become one of your tools again. Says someone who's been using the kid as a tool this entire time.
Do it, Lamia. Nothing, just walks up this way, all the while keeping Gadilla behind him.
Let's get down to dealing with the traitor first.
Can't lose anyone here. Lamia, need your help.
Lithos, she is here. There's no way you can bypass her enhanced permissions to control the Punisher.
Then I fragmented the hallucinatory journey she had, and I can consider the truth of the egg.
I can do this all day, Lamia. And the rest of you, I'm sure Gadilla will have no trouble dealing with.
Waxさん、できればあなたを殺したくない。もう選択の余地はないんだ。最後まで僕に醜い悪あがきをさせてよ。
Ah, great, it's this monster again. Oh? Oh?
静かにしろ。一体。
Oh my god. Oh. Oh, fish.
静かにしろ。私のバカのように消えろ。邪魔者め。出ていけ。滅びろ。静けていけ。邪魔者滅びろ。
I swear, using Lammy is like a cheat code. Nope. Let's go to Frank.
そこに。待って待って。話を聞いて。私の目の前から消えろ。静かにしろ。
No. Please.
邪魔者め。
Yes! Whew. I was down to the wire. It repeats multiple times, so does his body, and all but completely shatters on the ground. I am so glad that all my training at PPC using the Lariat team whenever I go against the hardest enemy possible actually pays off. It's definitely why Lariat is also one of my favorite characters to use in combat. How many deaths is this now? Doesn't matter. No one cares. At best, this tedious life of his causes the best of heroes nothing but disgust. Whether this battle happened or not, dying at the predetermined time as he is promised is a mission he must complete. Next, his consciousness will merge with Cadilla's Cradle. Afterwards, he will replace the traitor who died as the new joystick. His consciousness is not like the traitor's, so it can't last long at the Cradle. That's why he has to time it perfectly. He can trap the grave commander without any hiccup when the final moment comes.
Which is good enough. Mission is complete. Everything went according to plan,
He says to himself. If there's liable to change in this plan, it's that Lamia and the traitor who let Cadilla away haven't been dealt with. We can't wait any longer. If the crater continues to collapse, everything will be buried at the bottom of this deep sea. He doesn't have a choice but to leave the two variables in the hands of his other self, Smurge or Cadilla. But things don't go smoothly.
then consider it the revenge of a replica on him.
After all, he only values the real Lithos as he is now. Step by step, Lamia walks up to Lithos as she keeps her eyes on him. Lithos, on the other hand, keeps a satisfied smile on his face, even when his head is penetrated.
It's good enough. Mission is complete, and everything went according to plan.
He lies to himself. I just got 2 battles left. The final chessboard. T-minus 32 hours. Lamia's done washing herself clean of the blood and rejoins the human. No one succeeded in luring Cadilla away. No one barely manages to dodge Cadilla's vital hits even as he gives up attacking her altogether, concentrates fully on dodging her attacks. He's buying his time. In a short few minutes, Lamia was gone to clean herself up. The human would become all but soaked in blood. Oh, by the way, guys, don't worry. I'm still doing the Trails to Daybreak 2 stream later today. I just wanted to do this one because this will be a shorter stream and then I can go get lunch and anything else I need to get done early. I can just get done before that.
Are you okay?
More so than it's meant to check out the human's physical condition, the question is meant to find out how they're feeling on the inside.
I'm doing just fine. Corruption?
She looks up at Cadilla and hits her just how much damage it can cause when the human's head or creatures come in contact. Amputation is the least that this humanity's hero will face, even on the off chance that they can make it back home safely.
Should I help deal with Cadilla?
No. Let's head to the communication room first. No one showed me this place. And that's our rendezvous point.
Where?
A secret base. It's safe from the collapse. It won't catch Cadilla's attention. We can only use it as an emergency shelter. Because it's only a matter of time before they find us. We go there now.
Got it.
Amy holds out her hand trying to help the human get back on their feet. Their feet are blistered to the point of looking like pulps of blood and flesh.
Do you want me to carry you?
He's away feeling awkward. Emmy's been avoiding eye contact with everyone she's the entire way. That'd be very kind of you. Emmy gathers her long hair to the front and bends down to offer her back to the human. Offers to catch and hold the human with one hand while still holding the egg with the other. To Lamia's hand, you stand up somewhat precariously. So you come into contact, your cool body provides a moment of relief to the burns you sustained. His back becomes glaringly stained with your blood. You want to apologize to her, yet as she travels down the bumpy path, there's nothing you can do but lean your head powerlessly against her shoulder. Every bump seemingly delivering a major blow to your head.
It's a little... My neck is getting tickled.
I'm sorry. Halfway through your apology, blood drips out both your mouth and nose like pearls coming off a broken string. So can Lemmy's cheeks and soft hair. Sorry. But an apology knowing for what is the punishing and the mind-being corruption that are to blame.
Stop apologizing.
Lemmy is back at the transmitter. She sees that it's already been fixed and placed the 2 ID cards by Encana Corridor and XX003, respectively, on the sensor. The screen light comes back to life, so too does the console's interface.
Guess this will do.
Lemmy sits you down. Careful so as not to cause any further damage to your body.
Thanks.
Try your best to keep your fingers from shaking and suppress the excruciating pain coming from your fingers as you punch the passcode into the transmitter. A fair connection icon pops up.
Please.
16 long seconds, a concert soldier you've never seen before shows up. Who's this? The video quality is terrible. Who in the world is this? You know what? Let me just put you through here. 3 seconds later, you see Celica. Celica. It's me, Xanthos. Currently 5,000 meters below sea level. Seems a little confused. She puts on a meaningful smile line to show she's listening while reaching for the console to her left. Something's off. The way she seems and the way she's reacting. Something's just not right. Doesn't help that you can barely think when your brain is barely working because your mind being has been contaminated. What in the world is going on? Don't really know if your brain's still working or you gone mad. Celica?
I'm listening.
Sculpted mask, Celica's face flickers in and out of view.
What's going on?
Celica!
Watch out.
You grabs by your jacket, jerks you from the screen. A split second later, the console blows up with a loud bang. To the bar mist countless crimson sparks. Severely injured, no longer the agile person you always been, you fail to dodge the explosion completely and end up with your thigh penetrated by a shard. Right by the drug, the pain goes through you like electricity, draining the last bit of strength from your legs, uprooting your nerves. What exactly is happening? If you think out loud, you see the world around you slowly blacking out as the long overdue dizziness washes over you. You have to try to fight off the lightheadedness to keep the world around you from being swallowed by darkness. Your vision finally returns, you find yourself sitting in a corner in a control room soaked with cold sweat, legs spasming in pain. Can't get back on your feet again. As they're seemingly trying to find a representation, she squats a few steps away from you and pokes the air at your eye level. But the red mist disperses.
Are you feeling better?
Ascended, not needing to breathe or worry about the punishing, Larry is completely oblivious to what you're going through. Looks down as you struggle to breathe, same way she probably would a puppy she sees in a downpour.
I have no idea what just happened back there. Did I screw up somewhere?
No. The last thing you want to do at this point, however, is trying to figure out if she screwed up somewhere. Naive hope that you've been holding on to swelled into a big bubble and blew up right in front of you, leaving nothing but a pitch black abyss.
Hey.
T-minus 26 hours. The god only knows how long you're awake in pain. You try to work your fingers, but cannot barely feel anything in your limbs. The C figure is about as far as your body has come. But
it hasn't even been 48 hours yet.
Possibly because of the influence of the drug, your mind, as opposed to your gradually deteriorating mobility, sharpens. Working your eyes, you find yourself lying in the hallway of a deserted aquarium. Seeing the syringes and empty bags of medical fluids lying around you, you figure you've been given painkillers and polypill electrolyte solutions. That no one was probably here.
You're awake.
On the egg, the mermaid leans against the railing.
Did you bring me here? Yes. I didn't know what to do when you passed out cold, so I thought I'd bring you here first. No one did some emergency first aid on you with the kit he brought here.
I'm surprised you weren't the one that did it.
I'm no doctor, and I was trying to keep the punishing in check. For sure your corruption would have gone worse with the transcendent around you. Your skin's so bad that it took the dude 7 to 8 tries to finally get the needle into you.
Thanks, Lamia. I don't know what I would have done without you. Sometimes I head without saying anything. Things were harder than it did moments ago. Finally come to a stop after she waxed the railing.
And where's no one now? He left right after he was done helping you. Seems like he hates Ascendant's guts. So, what do we do next? I don't think Lithos can hold out for much too long for Cradle since he isn't completely stable. And this place is going to start falling apart again if he has another breakdown. The water pressure is going to be an issue even for me when that happens. Guess we're 5,000 meters under sea level? Best I can handle is 4,000. And all these header creatures are going to go on a killing spree if we let them out of here. We've got to keep them under control with the egg.
Stops talking, but she needs saying more for you to catch her drift. Lamia wouldn't be able to fight and fend for herself underwater with you around, without you around. Not when her mind is in chaos. But now there's just no way for the three of you to cheat death. Lamia decides to look away from the elephant in the room for the time being.
I noticed just now when we got here that this whole place itself is an actual structure. I guess it's either a deserted submarine or some sea base built on top of this place.
An actual structure?
Yes, it's completely different from that place out there that kept falling apart. We were in the body of a header creature most of the time back there, and Lithos probably meant for the things that were falling down to keep humans safe, right? Humans would have died for corruption without those things in an Ascendant to keep the punishing in check.
Oh. So that's also why they kept moving me around in place of being like, no, don't go this way, don't go that way.
And it was only when we got here that I saw the header creature was connected to some underwater ruins. This place only looks like a super complicated maze because Lithos built most of the doors to these tunnels. There are all these red tide undercurrents underneath. Except for this door. You have to come all the way here to see this channel that he missed.
I see.
I took a look at where this place is connected to, the place we were just now. Seems like these ruins are gonna sink and get crushed in water. The header creature has a complete breakdown, and the connection is severed. Given the way things are, we have another 20 to 30 hours at most.
Lamia's done talking, you find so deep in thought and prolonged silence.
Is there anything I'm missing?
There is. Something I've been trying to avoid at all costs. But I'm at my wit's end here.
Is it because of Cradle that you've been avoiding it at all costs? I know for a fact that she's not gonna let us off the hook now, so continuing with the operation would still be highly risky. I mean, we can always try to figure out a way to work around as long as I've still got the egg and you're around, but you...
Yeah, that too. Where's Cradle going to go if we do manage to get out of here? Knowing Vonnegut and how carefully he planned this whole thing, I'm sure there's gotta be someone waiting to pick up Cradle. It's only a matter of time before this plan is set in motion again. If he just grabs Cradle and leaves.
Is this person seriously still worried about other people when they're on the verge of death?
Can't let what happened at PGR Park happen again. It was such excruciating pain, the human raises another question. Lamia, do you think you can beat Cradle on your own?
No, not when I'm here.
Say, if we could leave this place, go to the sea surface, or maybe just somewhere where the punishing isn't as tense, would your answer be different?
Why do we need to beat Cradle though? She keeps those header creatures in check for Vonnegut, which is good for everyone.
Good for everyone? She doesn't give a damn about mankind. You've seen those header creatures that she gave birth to, haven't you? They seem anything but friendly if you ask me. Can't let Cradle get out of here alive. That goes for the eggs too. If you don't have a clue how to get out of here, that one getting out of here comes at the cost of a life. But for them to help you, they would have had to be notified ahead of time. They time for them to send people down, even Cadilla catching their attention while getting out of the sea. And Vonnegut would likely have been long gone with Cadilla by then. You've done everything for absolutely nothing. Make Lamia Cadilla's second consciousness? Lamia would never agree to it. Even on the off chance that you managed to pull that off, there's no way Lamia will wait for task force to get here to kill her. If anything, she'd leave this place, hating mankind even more, and come back for retaliation somewhere down the road. What about other options? But there are no other options. You're not mentally beating yourself up for blowing up every single one of your replicated consciousnesses there was. Desperate times call for desperate measures. You know full well that those replicated consciousnesses are no different from you. And it's not your place to decide their fate simply because they're replicated beings. Would I be okay if someone treated Lucia the same way? On top of your own possible death, you now have to think about the damage Cadilla might wreak once she gets out of here. All the lives that will be lost because of it. There's only one way out of this. I'll become Cadilla's second consciousness. Chance I might be able to keep Cadilla stolen if I do it. I mean, you might not be completely happy with the plan, but just need to keep Cadilla and Vonnegut stolen until help from Babylonia gets here. But the other Grey Ravens, oblivious to my plan, kill me. Quietly, you lay your nearly gone life on the chessboard. Prepare for the worst as you take the next move. Lamia, what does this egg mean to you?
An opportunity to fulfill my wish.
What is your wish?
I want to go somewhere far, see what it's like. I want to catch up to those people, see for myself the starry sky they've given up their lives to pursue, and discover the truth the universe holds.
Would you still want to do all that? The cause destroying everything there has ever been? Do you fancy a future where there's no one?
I don't. But what does it matter? People die and so do civilizations. I've seen it over and over. Lives hardly mean anything when the universe reverts to when it began. And a future without humans is nothing when you compare the two.
It's ahead. Gaze merging into the void of the starry sea. So enthralled by those illusions, her soul wanders afar.
The last thing you said just now makes you sound like an ascendant. But that's exactly what I am.
You sounded more like an ascendant than you did Lamia.
What do I need to say to sound like myself then?
You didn't object when I said you cared about the humans when you brought you into this world. So, do you?
I do. But there will come a day when humans and civilizations on Earth all die. That much I know to be true. I know I'm sounding contradictory here, but
it's fine. Being contradictory is being human. It's possible for you to care about someone, at the same time feel so sick and tired that you want to give up on them.
But there's nothing I can...
Why did you save me then? If you really didn't care about humans, is it only because you find me useful?
No. Well, that's part of it. But it's mostly because of what you said. But these are two different things. I'll always have the choice of saving you as long as I have the egg. But that choice will be taken away from me if I don't.
You've left for no choice process before silently.
I want to make this chance count and live life as my true self. See, I don't have to be Lillian or any of those people I've worked with. I can just be out there without having to worry about anything.
Where does that leave Cinderelic? His words at all. It's true that the egg helped her become Lamia, but Cinderelic was stripped of her name and freedom and turned into a tool. Is it because she's useful? Or is it because people don't get to choose if they become one with hetero creatures? What choice did Lamia have herself?
No, I never meant to.
See, what her sadness because you, one handful of people in her life who trust what she has to say, looks exhausted and disappointed. She doesn't want to treat Cinderelic as a tool to get herself what she wants anymore.
Cinderelic. I understand what it's like getting left behind and stranded. That's why I have these wishes.
Lemmy looks up and like a prisoner yearning for the world out there, heads toward the illusory starry sky deep in her memories. The bright light she saw in the simulation still beckoned to her, causing her to receive confusion. Yet she understands. It's not a desire for power that drives her toward the starry sky in pursuit of the truth of the universe, but longing to see for herself what the place is like that they were all willing to die for. She strives to secure her own footing. You can't ignore the fact that the egg in her arms is none of it is a relic. Her memories are still deeply rooted in many vibrant souls. She's never been one who doesn't care about people. But once a specific someone becomes all of humanity, or the concept known as humanity, becomes irrelevant to her and stops mattering as much. She remains always an outcast in pursuit of those she's familiar with.
Listen, Lamia. There are many out there, like you, like the relic, seeking help. They don't have what it takes to become ascendants, or even constructs. I'm sure that a lot of these people enjoy being around you, even if you don't have the egg. Are you sure? Yeah, so do I. I just want to say thank you. I will be gone before you know it. I'm sure you know why now. I just wish we met in better times, so I get to know you for who you are, understand your struggles. But it's okay, because there are a lot of humans out there. Humans like the ones who brought you into this world. You do know what took them away, don't you? They're punishing. Yet the egg is taken away, which, as you know, will cost more lives than you can imagine. If you're all alone in the vast expanse of the starry sky, is that the kind of world you want to see? I know, but it just...
As Lemmy opens her mouth to speak, you hear Cadilla's cry coming from the distance.
She's here. Lamia! I'm gonna bait her away from here. Be back after that.
Damn. That really hit home to him too, because it's like, when it comes to that, it's like, the commander isn't really someone special. He isn't someone who has amazing powers or has a special ability or like a true prodigy. He ain't any of those things. Yet he's still fighting the fight that most people would give up on. Alright. Still got a bit to go. Young man crawls in moments after Lemmy was left. Shows a blanket next to him and throws up his arms to show that he had no luck finding anything useful.
Lythos is now Cadilla's second consciousness. I sealed off some entrances, but had no luck finding the things I stored up before. Just gave you a bit of ketamine. That's all I brought in here. See, there's been the use of anesthetics. It's fine.
Young man looks so much like Noah that you can't bring yourself to tell him to give up his life. Given about 20 hours left, you can't seem to think of anything better than this.
Let's take the egg first. Okay. Lamia is having trouble making up her mind now. She doesn't know what she should do with the egg. We need to take advantage of this and stop her before it all gets out of hand and turns into a disaster. We've all worked so hard for so long, so we can't. What about you? That ascendant girl's feeling overwhelmed by all the choices she has. That goes for you. So what about you? Aren't you going to sacrifice yourself because you're at your wit's end? Avoid sacrifice, unless it's the only way for you to fight back. I know. Hang in there. I know you're trying to save the world here, but that doesn't mean you should overlook all other possibilities. Throwing your life away like it's trash isn't exactly smart. So hang in there. Give it a few more tries. You'll always have the option of giving up and telling the world that you tried it all, when you really have tried it all.
Right back at you.
Is that all you had to say to me? Unfortunately, yes.
When you gonna give me a piece of your mind for not asking you to stay?
Destroying Lithos' plan has always been my goal.
Please say something. Bends now as his fingers gently cross your face, your burning pain on your blistered wound.
Goodbye.
After that, the young man walks up to Cadilla. He's got a standoff with Lamia.
Let me cut you a deal, Ascendant. If you want to leave this place with that commandant of yours.
You quickly get out of Cadilla's sight. As to get out of the deep sea using Cadilla, which is gonna make him Cadilla's second consciousness, allowing him to seize Lithos' control over her.
I'll have Cadilla open a temporary exit in the decompression chamber. Go through there and free her from her shackles. Then you'll be able to leave with a human. How are you going to seize control from Lithos, though? Your conscience is just going to become one with his and you go in now. Cadilla is going to lend me a hand. She's going to give birth to him ahead of schedule. But how are you going to make her help you? She's still awake, and I've been there and done that. What do you stand to gain from this deal then? The egg. I need the egg to keep Cadilla under control from the inside, so I can take advantage of her protection and keep you from turning into a pulp 5,000 meters below. Let's go through your choices here again. 1. Agree to the deal. It means that you get out of here with that commandant after freeing Cadilla from her shackles. Or 2. You can all wait for Cadilla to collapse and kill us all. Essentially given only one choice. Yes, she's seeing an opportunity, or she can make all her wishes come true. But what's gonna happen after that? Maybe you're all alone in the vast expanse of the starry sky. Amy isn't sure what she truly wants. No. Giving up on wishes is hard. Paying the outcome after they realize is even worse. Guess I don't really want to have to deal with the hassle of making them come true. That's what she tells herself. Here, take it. But there she is, the mermaid lets go of the egg. Okay. Go to this place and wait there. I'll open an exit here. Wait, I have one more condition to add. When you become Cadilla, can you find Shotal's name tag for me? I want to return it to the commandant. It's supposed to be important to humans, right? Okay. Leaves quietly, heading swiftly toward the location marked on the map. Tunnel is the only one that remains as Cadilla approaches. Above her now, a monster stops to perform. Clearly, the two consciousnesses in there know what he's up to. Cadilla, I have Cinderella here with me. You've always wanted to apologize to her, haven't you? Come and take her then. I know you can fight Lithos to a certain extent. Two consciousnesses, each harboring different thoughts, stagger forward, struggling. Thank you. Thus, this life that made the wrong choice finally found the right path for itself. Alone, escape the absurdities of this world. But what sounded like the lamentations of a whale, left the cage that had been imprisoning her. What enters her visual module is a vast and boundless underwater ruin. This is beyond insane. When exactly did Lithos put all this? Seriously, how the fuck? It's like an entire research city. Reminds me of Academy City all over. Like seriously, how was this underwater? Is there still time? The command is beyond exhausted. Gotta hurry up. With a flick of her tail, Lemmy soars toward where the Punisher is most concentrated. She's sure that's where Cadilla and the Header creature are being kept in prison. For the first time in her life, she feels glad to be an Ascendant. The second time in her life, she's glad to have a tail of a fish. Human, on the other hand, is a dream on the verge of death. In the dream, they're back in the hall where the graduation ceremony was held. But
to leave the school, the graduates all sing the all too familiar school anthem together. Their eyes sparkle, filled with hope for the future. Yeah, we're all here because of everyone who's fought the war of yesterday for us. No, that's not it. People who once left around us all turned to unrecognizable corpses before we even knew it. There was only a handful of them. No one can say on their behalf that they regret not, because they don't left this world with unrealized wishes. Every time the song is sung, you're taken back to the graduation ceremony. We've told those underground that they haven't been forsaken. The future without strife, for our home on Earth, the young students to get themselves ready. For those you love to be able to take a moment to breathe.
Is this your memory? Everything is shining so brightly.
For you know it, a woman stands right beside you. Her presence on the brilliant lit stage is hardly fitting. There's ever a bright hole on a beautiful tapestry.
Are you really willing to give up all these to merge your consciousness with mine? You're different from them. You still have time. You can't even imagine how painful it's going to be. Our memories will merge. You'll feel the pain I've had to live through. Understand why I can't control myself. And why I hurt people. It'll be like a dream where your flesh withers and soul burns. You feel as if your lower body and abdomen have disappeared. You feel only your upper body hanging from the tree of life. You become one with it. You'll find countless lives and soon to be deceased connected to your consciousness, forcing you to experience the joy and pain. Even if you cry for help, you'll get nothing but infant cries in response. You still wish to proceed? Then promise me one thing. Please help me stop myself.
Woman's figure vanishes, through which a massive snowfall engulfs the auditorium. You look behind, you see all the undergrads looking worriedly back this way. So you once did back when you were still an undergraduate yourself. You know that your time is drawing to a close. You have to go now. To uncharted tomorrow that you need to explore with your life at stake. For those who stand behind you. Like all those who came before you've done. A pair of arms wrap around you. Turn around and see the other Grey Ravens looking back at you.
I'm sure Vonnegut or the Head of Creatures won't have anything on us as long as we stick together. So please, and I'm begging you, please don't go there.
You're right. You gotta keep in mind that you're not alone. Shodan pats you on the shoulder, smiling as he steps in the swirling snowflake.
There's a bunch of people waiting for you. No?
He too catches up to Shodan vanishes.
Commandant, can I really stay? Can I really believe what they said? Can I really believe that they'll make it here before Vonnegut picks up Gadilla?
If this disaster will be nipped in the bud before it wreaks any damage, then what happened at Pulia Forest Park won't happen again. You won't be better and powerless while those you hold to sacrifice. Find yourself swinging between two choices. Cold droplets fall on the face, awakening to warm water in dreams. You open your eyes, the absurd paradise ever peeled away now shows its true colors. For I know it laments back to being soaked from head to toe.
I found Shortholt's name tag.
Thank you.
Diego, I gave it to no one, so... place some protected berries beneath you. This place is back to being the hetero creature it was. It's dangerous to humans. There were more things holding Cadilla in place than I thought. It took me quite some time to break them. But it all worked. We're leaving the seabed now. Soon reach the sea surface.
You trickle down Lemmy's cheeks and on your tatted jacket. She crying when she's got nothing but good news to share.
Hang in there. We're almost there.
Yeah, I know. I'm hanging in here for the people who are waiting for me.
Just how long has it been already? It's been about over 10 hours.
No, I mean, how long have they been waiting for me? What's the date now?
My terminal store work removed first felon here. Guess it's probably March 30th or 31st, taking into account how long we've been spending in here.
What?
I mean, it could be even March 30th or 31st now.
Are you sure?
It's April Fool's Day. Any idea of what we're getting commanded this year?
It's the last thing you heard Lucia say before we went missing.
Yeah.
What year is it now? Remember to get back on what's the number? A whole year has passed since you went missing? Are you certain?
I am. Because I checked the time before we fell in here.
You remember going missing on April 1st, which means... When was the last time you saw me? I fell silent. Some of your questions apparently starting to make sense to me. So, this is what that was all about.
Are you the very commandant that Grey Raven is leaving no stone unturned trying to find? Or are you one of the 5 they don't care about at all? Or maybe you're the true one, but Grey Raven has located one of the 5 and halted their pursuit of you.
Neither Lamia nor Litos lied.
It all makes sense now.
You remember the name Noan, but not this incident? The current you isn't the you who knows what happened to his eyes.
You've been in a state of memory loss,
or if there are a bunch of your clones here with no memories. So you're the real deal? Your complete memories, terminal delete left with you, and all the messages from everyone.
Don't think you're gonna be happy seeing 5 copies of yourself, are you? Well, guess this is where accidents and memory loss come in handy.
Who else am I, if I'm not myself? But what about the other Grey Ravens? What would they make of you when they finally found you? So you lost all your memories. You were dreaming of them just now. Well, this would have been true had they not been deceived. Yankees this, you know? This dream that'll never come true.
It's me. I've been abandoned. What did you say?
They aren't coming. No one's coming to stop Cadilla. From the get-go, the abandoned are the only ones partaking in this parade that takes place at the slaughterhouse. Shorewell who's deemed dead. No one who made the wrong choice. Cinderella who finished all preparations only to find her target gone. The Tespid who have gone missing. And you yourself. Been sleeping here for a whole year. For Lamia, your hand falls powerlessly. Apple ripe to the point of rotting. Because of the ground making a slimy sound. You might have lived with more honor throughout your life than you could have hoped for. But none of that hardly matters when you're reduced down to a bloody pulp looking dead straight in the eye.
But this makes no sense at all. You're supposed to be indispensable to Babylonia.
Being the cautious said she is, she's never let her guard down, thinking that the world will forsake her the moment she screws up or proves anything less than useful. That's why she respects people who garner of his respect, says a wealth of knowledge without having to work overly hard to prove their worth. She's seen one such person right before her, and yet...
I can't believe they abandoned me just like that. But
worth is relative. What's valuable to some may be worthless to others. That's why you never want to measure things by their worth. So, when you think about the Little Mermaid, you wouldn't say her tale is worthless, would you?
simply because she gave it up so she could have a place in mankind's world. The noble prince is as good as a rug. She fails to live up to people's expectations. No one trying to say I've ever been any sort of prince, though, of course. See, working harder than most people, because I know I'm the exact opposite of genius. But that makes no sense. 931 206. This has been my terminus passcode for as long as God knows it, God only knows. 931 206. Well, I can't become a consort like you, because I don't have copolymer adaptability. But I hate the idea of being babysit. Would rather get sent to the front lines. 931 206. It's the code of the copolymer test report that's been kept out of the eyes of the world. Every time I punch these numbers in, I tell myself the only way I have is forward. So I need to give everything my best while I'm still alive. I mean, I'm still far from being perfect. There have been moments in my life that I regret, but I've already come as far as I could have. I think this is where I meet my end. But you're speaking too soon. There's still time to act. Obviously broken over your heart is telling you to forfeit even when there's still time. You don't have to feel regretful. I am just one of your enemies. And I'm no more human being. See, I don't even have what it takes to make it out of this place. When they left me here on my own to run. But you're not alone when it comes to I don't even have what it takes to make it out of this place. I was always like that before I came to this place. I've come a long way since. All because I embraced this egg. Freed it back to my old self the moment I let go of it. That's why I never really wanted to let it go. Lamia. I understand how difficult it is to let wishes go. I have a lot of wishes myself too. So I'm not going to ask you to let yours go. If anything, I'd ask you to just be a little greedier. A little greedier? This truth that you said you wanted to look for in the starry sky? Are you sure you'd be happy and satisfied? There's nothing else but this truth you spoke of? So please, do make people who want to live on part of your wishes. You've got all the time there is to cross paths with them. Hold their hands. Set sail for the starry sky that you've always wanted to go. Dare to want more, Lamia. I can barely hear your own voice now. Life existence on Earth is a miracle in itself. Those who are important to you. I'm sure they brought you into this world because they wanted to pass this miracle on. And they... Yes, I see why they had to send me away now. Right? So promise me this. Will you? But why are we still talking about these when I've already handed the egg over? Because you seem regretful. Maybe these words won't make a difference. No, it's okay. I understand what you're saying. I promise I'll be greedier. But I still think you're speaking too soon. But I'm sure they aren't coming. There's only one way to stop Cadilla now. Trusting the Ascendant with your hope, you close your eyes in exhaustion and start humming a tune you know by heart. Stars gaze upon the sea. Its embrace light as sails. The only reason I can be here and talk about these things with you is because people before my time shed their blood to keep me safe. I'm sure the same can be said about you too. But why does it have to end this way? I thought you were super lucky and invincible, like the heroes from the stories. So why does it have to be here of all places? I guess I'm probably just not the person you think I am. I have one last wish. I don't want to die at the hands of the Grey Ravens. So do me this one favor.
when I become one with Cadilla. Lemmy's warm tears land on your blistering skin because pain's a pain.
Got it. I'll give it my best try. Thank you, Lamia. I can't thank you enough. This.
By the sounds of your being, you jerk your name tag off and place it next to Lamia's tail alongside Charles. It's really appreciated. He leaned us on the shore for me.
Thank you.
Now,
Let me go, Lamia. Right. Farewell then.
all your pent-up regrets, the blood you haven't shed, the remaining 12.5 hours, all singing to red mud with these words. You've gone under his hands that she never had a chance to hold again. April 1st, early morning. 1 full year has passed since the Grey Raven commander went missing. Taking the commander's body, the Russian coffin breaks free of the deep sea's confinement. So every 612 souls lost here. They are forgotten, no longer anyone's concern. The regret, confusion, solitude, and intense. And the end they hope to reach is still nowhere in sight. This moment. It's the only moment they were given to do so. Please allow us to chant the songs of old. Turn those tunes into lengthy whale songs. Step onto the path and not return amidst these songs. Come thus far down the path, those who came before us have paid with their blood. And now, as none of the people coming after me this life, those who managed to make it this far, because of all of you. Even though we've become part of a tide, elements unanswered. We continue to search for our path even in death, watching the parade of corpses. Ah, boy, okay. Damn, I already had to go through heartbreak now that— oh my god, okay. Damn, I did not think it would hurt me now. I have to do how much damage to this thing? Fuck you! How the hell am I supposed to do that? You motherfucker. Luckily I can do ranged attacks, but god damn it, how the fuck am I supposed to pull this off? Wait, after you said ah, shit. Oh, pink to fire. Go. Ah, shit. Ow. No, 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 no. Oh, he ate me. I was like, where the hell am I? Damn it. Oh, I can't do my ult here because I'm on the surface. Alright, get the naval gun again. Oh, do I do that to do that? Oh, it is. Okay. That's cool. Guessing I regain my health by doing this? Nice episode. Oh shit. No. Ah, I pressed the wrong button. Damn it. Nope. Alright. Try this again. Where'd it go? Hey! There we go. Nah, damn it, I fucked up. Yep, let's go. Bitch. I'm not gonna be seafood, okay? Not happening. Yeah. There we go. This thing should be dead. I call bullshit. I probably had to kill it. I didn't know. What the? I never mind. I pushed it down. Like, right here, This asshole just won't stay dead. Come on, man. I want a vacation. Oh, great. I had to do a second fight. I call bullshit. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Great. Do this. Oh, hey, no! Stupid bitch. Damn, I keep forgetting I hit myself with those waves. I'm not perfect. Nope, yeah. Ah, damn it. I give myself enough time. 6 seconds. Nope. Oh, damn it. Because I'm gonna have to find a way to like. Nope. No. Damn it. Well, at least it's only minimal damage. Nope. Okay. Come on. No. Bitch. Come on. Have to stay on the table. Yes! I keep forgetting I always had to do it like that. Okay, I only got hit with one of those. I'll take that. Nope.
しろ
Yeah, throw it. Ah, damn it, didn't hit him. Oh boy, what's he doing now? Oh, just these stupid things again. Ah, damn it. Okay, I took more damage this time. Okay, yeah, I know. I should have done it. But I was trying to figure out, like, when it does the thing where I can counter it. Pain in the ass. Okay, yeah, that was even better.
話を聞いて
Shit. Oh, cool. Oh, am I supposed to be attacking stuff? Wait, what the hell? What's the difference? Oh, am I supposed to be hitting stuff? Oh, I see. I'm supposed to be hitting. Yeah, I had to hit the right ones. Oh my god, this is gonna get confusing. I feel like those river games where I had to do the specific motion or something. Okay, at least I got the hang of it halfway through. But I'm not liking my health situation. Oh shit, and the aspect ratio.
待って待って話を聞いて
Oh no, what to do, what to do, what to do. Oh, it's gonna get ready to hit me, isn't it? No, 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 no. Nope. Oh. Nice. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Nope. Dude, why isn't this thing dead yet? Oh, okay, here we go. Good scene. Huh, I'll be honest, I didn't expect the Cradle to actually just be that. I thought it was gonna be something much cooler. Whatever. Alright, let's continue this silent last word. Ah, great. We're gonna have to fight that stupid thing again, right? Yep. Do I get to find the sea now? Where I actually have the advantage? Or am I gonna have to battle Lilith to make sure she doesn't get him? Never mind, okay. Oh, okay, wow. Nearby. What in the... Ah, great. Okay. Oh, this time I'm actually finding her. Good. I was like, they gave her a form, but clearly I haven't fought her yet. Oh boy, okay. Struck in that mind. Please send me back. Ah, great. Gotta go against the relic, don't I? Oh! Oh.
静かにしろ
Better than expected. Oh, damn. Good job.
私の目の前から静かにしろ
There we go. Come on.
私の目の前から消えろ
Oh, she's safeguarding it.
私の目の前から
Wait, where'd it go then?
消えろ痛い
Ah, crap. Nope. No.
静かにしろ
Nope. Go.
私の目の前から静かにしろ静かにし痛い
Ow.
私の目の前から消えろ
Oh, great. Where'd she move it this time? Ow. Nope. Yes! Finally get to use my C4. About time. Good way to use this. Ah, no, she's pulling the same kind of like bad guy face in East 10 Nordics. Terrific. Great. Oh, shit. Nope. Doing it again. Go in the water. It's invincible springs. This. Go again. Oh shit! No! Don't you dare disrespect me. Nope. Nope, please. Please! Don't be like this. I want to live! No! She still has another life! You stupid bitch! Oh, this bitch can still be alive! I hate this! No! Oh. Go in the water. Yes. Yes. Got this. Nope. Yes! In the clutch. Ah, great. What is Lilith gonna do with that thing? I'm not liking this. But let's go! I'm on a roll. I guess this just goes to show how used I am to Lamia's capabilities. Because if it wasn't for that, and how many invincibility frames I can get with that, I'd be fucking screwed. Are you serious? Let's go. Stellar Wish. The egg's consciousness is quickly dissipating. For long, she'll be completely shattered and turned to a bunch of chaotic data that, just like all the normal header creatures, is completely worthless. With a dimming chunk of red in her arms, the mermaid slowly makes her way toward the exit of her dream. A single white girl stands. In this illusion is the last obsession she harbors within the egg.
This is a long time coming. I wanted to show Connor's father the true worth of Project Villa. It would have been a success anyway if he hadn't rushed things or decided to call it quits. I've done so much. Why did he choose to end down the new path? What do I even have to show for everything I've done? I've got all these points, but can't buy what I've always wanted to buy.
Relic tiptoes and reaches her hand in the faraway sky. Tries to grasp something in there. Flying is not something she can do with her single wing. She listened to Khan at the building back then. She probably would have ended up better off than she is now. Yet no one has shown her the world out there before she made her choice. The only light she had in her world was Mother and Kana. It was only natural for her decision to have been influenced by them. This, no matter how one cuts it, is a tragedy of utter boredom, coming to an end as abruptly as Project Attila, something that they called a pipe dream. The disappointing audience is all left. Only one spectator climbs onto the stage, desperately cries out on behalf of the deceased.
Project Attila is worthwhile and didn't need to be abandoned. So let's at least leave their traces behind. Alright.
Took a certain spectator a few decades to finally get here. Here they are, finally holding those hands that can't reach the sky.
Please allow me. Are you sure this will do? Starting over is going to be even more difficult now without Attila. Yes, this is what Vonnegut wants. We need to prioritize preserving the commander's consciousness. They tried to break Attila's shackles at the cost of their life. It's a decision that deserves our respect. Well, gotta say this is one hell of a loss we're suffering from. A lot of plans need to start from scratch. I'm sure this also means that certain gentleman no longer has the luxury of doing his research behind the scenes like he always has. No. True. He said the hetero zone is about to expand, although he didn't say why he thought that. But what can we do without Attila? We can't stop the expansion, and we can't convert them into our army anymore. He asked me to come down here and lend y'all a hand the moment I woke up, so I know nothing about the specifics of these. We should head back before Babylonia's people get here. We need to hatch the child as soon as we can, since we don't have Attila around. Alright. By the way, I still owe you a proper greeting here, don't I? Nice to meet you, Lithos. Pleasure is all mine, Lilith.
Yeah, figures that those wouldn't be dead even after that. Downpour is reminiscent of one's vomit. As much as it is of the tears that the dead didn't have the time to shed. That the two ascendants left, Lamia waits in the rain for a long time before Babylonia's army hurries to the place they once stood. Everything happened as the commander anticipated. She would have been taken away by the ascendants who came ready to do their job if the commander failed to merge with Attila's consciousness. For the last time, Harry looks at the egg in her eyes, so tightly, as the scene swims toward the crowd. High concentration of punishing detected. We have an incoming ascendant. Ascendant is coming this way? We need a elite squad here now. Ascendant, they said. Which makes sense. Or they just say it's Lamia anyway. Them and Ascendant is all that Lamia is.
It's okay.
Just mentally prepared for this. Lamia raises her head, the same way she did in the cold rain on the day she set sail. For all the laser sights trained at her in hostility, gave her covered in countless red dots, and was on high alert waiting for her next move. As torrential downpour slaps against the water, she can feel the noise sounding to her heart. They all stand silently as they wait for the elite squad to arrive. No one dares to lay a finger on this ascendant that suddenly showed up out of nowhere. So she takes the initiative and speaks first.
I just wanted to give these back to you guys.
Takes out the two name tags and places them on the shore at their feet. Did you kill them?
No, I didn't. These name tags belong to Shorthaul and the Grey Raven Commandant.
Wait, did you really just say what I think you said? I don't know about Shorthaul, but the Grey Ravens are all alive and well.
Are you sure?
My name tag? In her gap comes a human perfect condition.
Yes.
They seem like a star, and it seems like one she's seen before. They're too far beyond her reach. Looks at this person who stands in front of her, and now with every last inch of their skin intact and not a single droplet of blood dripping. This moment she hopes the human could stay this way forever. Why do you have this? Oblivious to what's going on through Lamia's mind, the human picks up the names tags and begins scrutinizing them. Lamia isn't sure how to explain herself so people won't think she's lying. Then it hits Lamia that she's holding the ultimate trump card.
931206. Does that ring a bell?
Lamia sees a subtle change in the human's face.
You told me about this. Well, another you, that is. They told me that they had been abandoned before they died right before me. What?
So many people with weapons were closing in on her. Lamia finds herself trembling like a plucked string.
Please give me a few moments to tell you everything.
Okay. The tense crowd takes half a step back, giving Lamia enough room to work up her own courage to recount her journey. Speaks of how she encountered the wounded lost souls in the Cradle slaughterhouse, and they planned to escape together. Want to witness them sacrificing themselves one by one. How she lived through their regrets, their memories, their final words. How she accepted the last wish coming from the grave of a commandant.
We figured out a way to reach the world outside. We established a connection with Babylonia, but never got a response.
Human before Lamia falls silent without raising any question.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah. Sounded like I came to check on me as soon as she got my call.
And they took our call as some sort of prank because they already had you here.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
She probably already knows the answer to the question. As though she wants to bring this up one last time before she gives everything away.
Let's say you found yourself in a situation where you could either save yourself if you waited for just a few dozen hours longer, or sacrifice yourself to save someone else. Would you still, for a future that's not your own, sacrifice your own chance at life?
I would.
Why?
Demi looks up as she questions the human, knowing that the human is no longer the person she knows him to be.
You do that at the cost of your life, but what do you stand to gain from it?
What do we stand to gain from it?
Please tell me.
I can't give you a reason that's universal and impressive. To me, it's not about what I stand to gain from it. I do it because that's what I prefer to do. Everyone sees things different in sparks. And those things vary depending on what people see and know. For me, the spark is the people in my life who are still alive. So I want them to live longer than happier than myself. And you, Lamia? He says her name softly. What is it that you came here for, knowing that you might not be able to leave?
これは
The lone mermaid holds up the dead egg in her arms, making so completely vulnerable.
私の願いを最善の形で叶えるため
She looks these people in the eye, knowing full well that she will have to part ways with mankind the moment she hands over the egg. Are the people here part of this wish that you're talking about?
そうだから彼女を連れて行ってほしいこれは彼女の願いであり私とあなたの願いでもあるのただ気をつけて彼女はあなたたちにとってまだ異光生物だから
She's no stranger to what headed creatures are capable of, and the last thing she wants is to see the tragedy repeat itself. Okay. A few seconds later, Lemmy sees an isolation cage pass into Commandant's hand. Seeing the Commandant come close this way with the isolation cage and the rest of them exchange knowing looks, she knows they're ready to capture her. That's when it hits her that, even after everything she's done, humans still don't see her as an equal. She can hear the deafening warning bell coming from inside of herself. As soon as she puts the egg in the case. Thank you, Lamia. She's gone! Hurry up and look for her!
Look, yo, what's up, Caesar Life? Welcome back. Great seeing you yesterday.
Lamia vanishes sinking into the deep sea. The story comes to an end as the villain, for tomorrow that in all likelihood will never come, is overpowered, has the potential to destroy the world. All her wishes, like bubbles of green, are handed over to the people on the shore. The heroes must be happy about this, right? But why is Lamia, who's the villain in the story, feeling happy too? Unable to find the answer, the mermaid drifts with the currents, only surfacing at a safe distance where the voice on the shore faded with the storm. The sky, before she knows it, is cleared up. The bright starry sky and the lonely moon gaze at the sea surface, drinking along with the distant lights. She steadies her floating body on the sea, looking at the shore. The crowd looking for her slowly moves away, among whom are the grey ravens and their commandant. His people sparkle in the lights, redolent of distant stars shining in her eyes. For a moment, she thought she saw the humans stopping their tracks and turning her away. For a moment, she thought she heard someone saying something to her. It'd still be a simple thank you. How wonderful would it be to hear another thank you and see another friendly look in those eyes? Is asking for too much? Asking for more than they deserve is what villains usually do, no? But out here, she hears nothing but the whispers of the wind and the waves. She remains watchful for a long time until all the lights vanish into the distance. She lifts her head, seeking a more eternal light from the star-filled sky.
So far away.
Either silhouettes or the stars in the sky.
The stars.
Oh, give me a second, I got a call. I'm back. She once had the chance to touch the stars, but willingly let it go.
Because I remember those words.
Keep pursuing the starry sky and never stop moving forward.
And I'll always remember them.
She remembers what the human commandant said and how she's been living up to these words. Now, instead of plowing ahead alone with the egg, she's keeping around those who can move forward.
I have no regrets.
Amy asked herself again and again, and her answer never changed.
It's just...
She might no regrets, but that doesn't mean she doesn't still long for humans in the starry sky. She doesn't feel sad and lonely knowing that she's getting exiled to the deep sea.
But I'm not giving up.
Someday she'll step into the distant starry sky, not leaving anyone behind, that is. How much longer is that gonna take?
It's gonna take a long, long time.
Mermaid has an infinite amount of time. Dejected, she looks down at her fishtail that the ocean's embracing. She holds the reflection of the star in the same way her eyes once held the silhouettes of the people she saw.
The stars gaze upon the sea, its embrace line the sails. And now,
alone, she starts singing the song she just learned. That doesn't belong to her. Start reflections of the stars that are within her reach. She knows that this is just herself, an outcast trying to make herself feel better. Being a villain driven to exile, she can only pretend that she once belonged to that kingdom where only heroes live. When her tears drip into the ocean, the ripples form an eye to drink in all the stars she yearns for. Singing in tears. She sends a love letter that can never reach the stars to their reflections. Damn. 931-206. Trap or coincidence? Several months later, Romeo seems out of place and enters a dimly lit temporary beat.
It's been a while. Please pardon my uninvited presence. When I came because I noticed that you had obtained a key.
Yes, she's about to hatch. His gaze falls upon the small tree of life, the exiting into crimson beats like a heart.
So the key, would it be safe to see it as that commandant's daughter?
I'd say the key is more like the actual commandant. The introduction didn't go well. The memories and consciousness aren't entirely complete. I saw several shards that belonged to others.
Seems like this return ticket that you found isn't all that perfect. What do you plan to do about the head of Rosal?
I'm gonna pay Luna a visit.
What's going to happen after you leave?
I'll leave it all to Lilith, since she's always wanted to be an agent.
Not to Lithos?
I said I need to set him free. I owe him that.
I'm a bit curious. Why did you choose this commandant when anyone with a stable mind can be the core of the key?
I need someone who understands the cost of power. The key isn't just a tool. She possesses her own consciousness. Having to go down the same path again and again is torturing, and few have what it takes to stand that. Most people use this power to satisfy their own desires once they realize what they're capable of. And we both know what can happen when that happens.
I wish the best of luck to you and your new key when passing through the door. Don't worry though, we're not interested in seeing Earth civilization destroyed. Your growth would only make it more likely for the rules to be broken. As far as I'm concerned, you only have time to take care of those little wishes when you're done with this here.
You're talking about the war between the punishing and humans. All I need to do is find and train people who are capable of fighting the virus. Doesn't matter what their affiliation is. Although, I'm more inclined to believe in ascendance and the filtering.
You're far less interesting than you were when you were still alive, Professor. So much so that I barely recognize you now. You might be able to get out of the closed loop of time now, but you're no longer the same person that you were.
Regardless of the outcome, this path is exactly the one I set out to take. And how's that for being interesting to you?
She can no longer find herself. Let's give her a new name. A new name is going to help her hatch sooner. How does Billy Pilgrim sound? Well, I guess this name suits you better now, doesn't it?
It's a terrible joke, madam. Chaos. Let's stick with that for the time being until she names herself. As for one nods, place the soon-to-hatch egg back under miniature tree of life. To wait in silence until the eggshell cracks from her restless movements. Oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. I'm back. As the blood in its body slowly disappears, and our creature roughly about the same size as a doll is quietly among the chains with its eyes closed. She laughs as if coming to a sudden realization.
So this is your choice, huh?
In a whisper, the pale child quietly opens her eyes. Oh, so wait, I just realized now that child, Chaos, that's the one who actually shows up in the next chapter, like the next coming up, right? Because I do remember seeing her a bit in the trailer. Damn, so we're actually gonna have a confrontation between the two. I guess she's made up with the memory data of the commander from back then? Or at least partially. In the afternoon on the same day, Babylonia. Turning Charlotte's name tag, they concluded all summaries and reports of the operation. Finally getting a break from all the tedious work, the Grey River Command is now back in Grey Raven's Situation Room. One of the clones of the Grey River Commander died in the accident. This is how they conclude the incident. Commander Nicola believes this is one of the Ascendant's schemes. They won't hesitate to leave your clones to rot as long as they have you back at Babylonia. You know that they do this on purpose. Clones have been around for some years now. When you first went missing, your disappearance was meant for your memories to be synchronized with the clones. Except the success was low. You only ended up with one exceptional case with your memories. I still remember what happened during those few days. April 16. Day 16 since you went missing. A human awakened naked in an old filthy underground laboratory. He was bound to an operating table at the time. He would have been had it not been for the old blanket covering your lower body. But for your restraints, it came down the door barefoot. You started looking for help in a deserted building. Along it to looking for help in the makeshift shoes you came up with, using discarded cardboard and strips of cloth, you ran to a construct. The construct offered you help, but soon showed its true colors when he led you into another trap. Right, the deserters. You thought you'd made it out of hell, only to be led straight back to Lithos. The patrolling defectors, corrupted swirling down the alleys, fanatics of Scarlet Revelation, their crazy minions. Didn't help that the place was as complicated as an inescapable maze. Seriously thinking about writing my own adventure storybook after that. Then Lucia told you that the Grey Ravens had saved a clone of you around Fort Winter in the early hours of April 16.
The clone had no memories whatsoever and died in the emergency room soon after waking up. And that's when we lost yet another source of information.
On April 20th, the battered human got the second chance to escape. Knocked the guard guarding the refugees out cold and took the liberty to borrow the guard's jacket. You learned your lesson the hard way and decided not to trust anyone on the way, and straight up the bumpy mountain path. Didn't take long for your pursuers to catch up to you, except you were well prepared this time around. The traps and the boulders you set up beforehand behind the rocks up the mountain, your construct that came looking for you with a terminal. You're about to sign the distress signal when you realize that your pursuers' terminals were all on the lookout just for that. Stricken by despair and about to give up on all hope, you see him. What are you doing here wearing someone else's jacket?
Oh, Zong! I see. So this is where I interacted with him before. Yeah, because apparently I knew him in Aeon Reforged by that point, and I was like, wait, but I haven't met him yet. But it's like in Watanabe's story, he met Watanabe, but not me. So this is when it happened. That was the first time he saw a familiar face in days, but you never stormed with the Forsaken. Right, because he was also with them at the time, but this is where I actually fully remember his face. When everything was taken care of, the Grey Ravens finally found a commandant, retained every last bit of memories. Aside from a few minor physical injuries here and there, and a gap in memory from April 1st to 16, the commandant was otherwise perfectly normal. Went through proper examinations and a healing program upon returning. With the proper care they received, you made a swift recovery, to the point where you were able to enjoy card games by your bed in your hospital room with Vanessa and Simon.
must always look better when we're counting this thrilling escape adventure.
I'd only describe your luck as impossible. See, people are usually gone as if they ever go missing for as long as you did.
Impossible luck. Huh. The only sacrifice in the incident was an overlooked clone. The real protagonists have long since returned to their own story. Life is full of unexpected turns, but you know you would have made the same decision had you been given another chance. As long as you live with those memories. But still there is to it.
The results are in. No signs of accelerated growth on account of medication.
Professor Pocketty's been your visit the day you were discharged.
That means you're the real deal.
Is the result reliable?
All the data came directly from the lab. There's no way it could be wrong. Or are you so on edge that you suspect there's a traitor even among the Star of Life?
Well, I mean, come on! We've had it happen before. Toss it over a case file.
Here. The test report is here on paper. Hold on to it yourself. No one can do anything with this copy. If you feel something's off, list off the issues and we'll redo the tests.
Thank you. After leaving the Star of Life, we dove right into the next mission, helping Purifying Force eliminate traitors and formulate prevention and resettlement measures. This lasted for nearly a year. That which binds someone to a certain place is never any sort of chains or cruel punishments, but sweet home, as Bianca always says.
Rumor has it that recall is a big fat lie, and that Babylonia has been deceiving people for years. Some who claim to have made it work here, or work, were later found suspicious. They might have defected for a variety of reasons, but this I think is the biggest one. We can't just leave an execution chamber behind and try to stop people from running away by putting them to death. Because people know they're going to be tortured to death. Can do just about anything.
The reform plan she formulated is well underway. It's being maintained going forward. But most investigations into those who had gone missing yielded positive results, save for Beth, the old man who was seen by the river before going missing. Was never seen again from April 1st until autumn. Oh, that was the one who worked with Lithos, right? After much deliberation, he decided to give Noan, who for some reason showed up at the river on April 1st and was as a result part of the surveillance, the benefit of the doubt should have been video of that old man. After a moment's silence, he slowly revealed the identity. He worked as an executive for Underground Arms Deal back in the Golden Age, and was also one of those who financially supported the orphanage. His boss died during the Great Evacuation. He took over part of his boss's business.
These are all Rachel's things. My teacher told me. Taking advantage of his connections with acting the Commercial Alliance, Kurina, and Babylonia, Bev took weapons from them that they didn't need and sold them to people who needed weapons to fend for themselves during the apocalypse.
Oh, I see.
Right, because we did have that situation we didn't really, understand as much. Remember how they said the blueprint of the Rev Blade was an old one that Babylonia discarded 10 years earlier? The blueprint was sent to them?
Oh!
I got this blueprint from that certain teacher. I purchased it from Beth herself. The blueprint that went into circulation, and somehow found its way back to Babylonia.
And only a handful of people in this world know where he went when he's so well known?
He rarely meets people in person unless they're his regulars. I only saw him because of Fantine. Do you remember Fantine?
I do. I've brought her up before.
Fantine's husband and I are both merchants. He told me that Fantine had gone missing and asked for my help looking for her when we crossed paths with each other one day at the base. So with the clues Fantine had left along her journey, we found Beth's basement. Small rotting flesh and excrement, scratches from fingernails on the walls, broken finger bones in the ventilation duct, photos of the children. Noah Furred, as he called the living hell he had seen in there. Back then, we were so focused on trying to save Fantine that we let Beth slip right through our fingers. What happened to you wouldn't have happened had we gotten rid of him then. Like what happened, yeah, I mean, usually calm and gentle, but you were usually upset. And after that,
bell reminding you of the strategy meeting pulls you right back from memory lane. Looking up, you find yourself once again back at the empty lounge. Sokka did send you a message in a rush to check on you before the gigantic whale hopped out of the sea. Back then, everyone thought it was a trick that the Ascendants were trying to pull. But things have taken a different course. You're taking the message seriously? But you say to your ever self, how are you supposed to deal with everything that ensued? You pull the drawer open and see the case file sitting quietly at the very bottom. When you first got it and went through the first pages of the report, you saw that they were full of medical terms and data. Seems you could barely get any useful info out of them. Put it back where it was. It's been a year since, and now you lay the report in front of you across the table. Pages still filled with same medical terms. You go through them page by page, you're still clueless as ever. Right when you're about to put the report back in the case file, you catch a handwritten serial number on the very last page, making you curious instantly. Illegible to the point of being almost indecipherable. The letters and numbers seem to be saying that the parade of the dead is still ongoing. What? Who the fuck? Nah, it has to be another traitor here. Come on, man. Give me a break. Oh, but that was an ominous ending. Whew, okay. Damn. That was a chapter. A dreary-like chapter, but damn, it really made me feel for it. But I don't know. I'm still kind of questioning myself, though. Is that the real commandant, or was it the fake commandant? I can't really tell anymore. It's like, sure, they kind of act kind of like the same, but I don't know. It's like having the tag. It's like, but they really go through all the trouble of replicating all that too. And that's the other thing too. It's like, would Lithos really have just put the real one in what is it? In just an abandoned laboratory, just for them to find me when they've already gotten everything they need? Like, I get that they had my genetic data on there already, so they could just recreate more clones of me, but I don't know. It's like, again, it seems like the clones weren't really succeeding with what they wanted to, and the only reason that we actually reached this conclusion was because it would have to have been someone or a clone really close to the real deal, and that's the thing. I mean, I get that they said there was no accelerated growth on me, but again, who's to say that the Ascendants couldn't have been able to do that for one copy, and then they're like, okay, you know what? We'll send this one instead because it's literally there'd literally be no flaw in figuring it out. But also with Lamia, that was a really good chapter for her. Another great Ascendant chapter overall, because again, it gets her at her starting line, and she does feel satisfied with everything. But man, rip the short haul, fake Noan, and the Commandant. Fuck me, man. Like, I was actually in tears when I was halfway through those lines that the commander was saying before his dying words and merging with Cathilla, man. And that's the thing, it's like, I can't imagine the commandant actually willing to do that to save the majority of the world, because, again, that's what he set out to do, it's what he believed in. And that's the other thing, too, is like, even if you say, like, oh, but there were still those memories that he didn't fully retain of, like, the other ones, so it's like, but still, it's like there were kind of hints and stuff where it's like potentially you could have been the real deal or something. And again, even if like Lithos was setting it up just because like, oh, this is a clone, I can just make another one again. I don't know. It's just the fact that Lithos decided to be like so out there and like observe and such, and that Vonnegut did kind of seem like to think that yes, this is actually working. This is what I wanted. Does make me think that was the real commandant. I don't know. I mean, maybe you guys can tell me later in the chat or in Discord what you guys think of the whole situation. I don't know. To me, it feels like it actually was the commander who died there. But again, it could just be simple and it's like, yeah, okay, they actually did. And that was the real command that Grey Raven actually saved. But even so, it's like, dude, he went through to try to find every single answer. And even when he couldn't, he was still thinking about what would best help everybody. That's a real commandant right there. Gotta give my props to him. And again, it's like, I didn't expect this chapter would be as good or better than Everglowing Justice. But it was, like, oh my god. It tied into even more people than it did for Elisa's. Like, at least it did for a bit of, like, a Silver Falcon in them. But this one, it had so many people involved. It had Noan, it had Shorthaul, it had Cinderelic, had lit those, and then both the Command or Fake Command and the Lamia 2, like, this just was mind-blowing. Like, I really do have to get props for this renewal section. They went above and beyond. Like, this one was long as hell, but great story, a great beginning for two people. This one was an awesome one for Alpha's Ascension. This one for number 21, actually finding her place within her squad and everything, and actually having to be the one to actually help help Vera this time around. It's pretty impressive. Evergoing just was an amazing one because it's like now we had the whole story as to what this night would mean to her and her path moving forward and what she sees as the envisionment of justice. And then Cradle Parade, god damn, it was like a whole this actually could have been like a horror movie kind of thing, honestly. And where it's like the ending is kind of open-ended too. It's just really, really unique and so impressive. I don't know what to say about it, man. And of course, I already finished for Aeon Reforged. Polaris Bond, I just have to do the floating record. But again, it's like, I'll take my time on that because I already finished Polaris Bond long ago. And alright, with that, I am finally all caught up on main story. It's about damn time, you know? After so many attempts, I finally reached this point. I'm so glad I have, because holy shit, the writing really did just get better and better and better. And the fights too was also impressive. Like, the fight with the Cadilla and the whale, it was like shit. I didn't think I was actually going to do both of those, but those are also still impressive as well. And again, my Lamia skills finally came in handy for this day. Or maybe not skills, but more like the experience. Alright, I get this stuff because I actually finished it. Forgot. Gotta have to collect all this now. How is Carnina even seeing this? I'm not even in the main menu, goddamn. Wait, will they even open the Chapter 28 awards, considering I've already done it? Or no? If it doesn't, I'll be fucking pissed, because it's like, what, you really want me to do Flame Record now? Oh, never mind. He already does. Awesome. I was worried it wasn't gonna. There we go. Once I claim these last little rewards, I'll have all the story mission completed. But man, they really had so many visuals at the end. Not only the cutscenes, but also the art as well. And that's the thing, is they do a really good stuff with the art because it's not just only the bright colors. It works with the setting, it works with the aesthetic, with the emotions you're supposed to be feeling. And really highlighting certain parts of the character that really make you like ooh and ah at it. It was just really cool. But yeah, I have to say, Punching Gray Raven, definitely one of my favorite gacha games of all time. Now that I'm all caught up to it. Because again, like I said before, they just do a really good job with from every angle. Ah, shit, there's still stuff on Chapter 28. What the fuck? Or maybe not. I already got those awards, but it is what it is. But anyway, actually, I feel like I should do something else just to end the stream. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got a boss challenge. I haven't done this yet. What was this one again? I forget. Oh, right, it's the scorpion thing. Wait, Short Hold? What the fuck? Oh, no. Someone included my man Short Hold? Come on, man. Can't we let him rest in peace, dude? Of course they gotta make more of us into cores of other things. Terrific. Okay. Let me see. What do I want? What even works for this? The problem is I don't even know what he's weak to, so I wouldn't even know the first thing to do. Okay, lifts the blade, forward dash. This, generate protection shield. Nope, don't know anything. Okay, let me think of what team I actually want to use. I want to use... You know what? We'll change things up. I'll go with the physical team this time. But I will change one little thing. I will use a Honying Solace Tune this time since I do have her on the team now.
豊かで明るいわ。そろそろ出発。みんなと
But
響
yeah,
き
I
合い。
figured we wouldn't be done with Short Hold yet, considering we had a design for him. It's like just for one chapter. I know we've done that for other characters, but still. All right. Oh, okay. Maybe I should have actually done this for launch, but whatever. So I can't believe they did my man short hold like this, man. They had to make him a weapon too. I mean, I know he was a construct, but beside the point, okay.
剣の調べは連綿と四面砲煙は戦慄にキス眉の金箔ランルと解く
How many? How many HP bars? 400?
復調しなくちゃ
I'm gonna fucking lose my
挑
shit,
戦
man.
は霊獣す
How in the fuck is that even possible?
巧妙が響き空を飛ぶ
Seriously, how the fuck am I supposed to do that?
挑戦は霊獣す強化を罰よなけ 挑戦復調しなくちゃ挑戦は霊獣す強化残響に乗せて全て滅びなさい
Damn, there was damage to this thing.
復調しなくちゃ
Maybe I should have done better at Oh, no, he's gonna up this. Oh, shit. Nope. Oh, damn it. I didn't time it right.
剣の調べは連四面楚歌眉の金箔ランルと解く轟音に散れ復調しなくちゃ
Ah, damn. I'm still messing up. Yo, this fight is
巧妙が響き空を飛ぶ挑戦は霊獣す
It is, not Nope.
挑戦は霊獣す強化残響に乗せて全て滅びなさい
Okay. Got through 100.
公園は戦慄にキス剣の調べは連綿四面楚歌眉の金箔ランルと解く轟音に散れ巧妙が響き空を飛ぶ挑戦は霊獣す復調しなくちゃ
Oh no, what's he doing? Oh shit, I have to wait. Or not. Oh wait, no. I'm
挑
supposed
戦は霊獣す巧妙が響き空を飛ぶ挑戦は霊獣す強化残響に乗せて全て滅びなさい
to.
私を見たもの深淵に消えるの
What? Ah, great. What? I already got rid of half my health. Bitch. That's not fair. Oh,
遅い
I feel like you should be exempted from this rule. But then I ascend. Okay, there we go. Finally.
Nope. 出てきた
Nope, you can't die.
偽り共鳴のつるね
Damn, I barely did anything with Alpha. But then again,
秩序再現無知の幕を下ろせ判決今日目標補足判決決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く
there we go. Oh, that really. There we go. Okay.
判決少し興味が出てきた共鳴のつるね判決共鳴のつるね決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く
Ah, shit. Shouldn't do the other one. Guess I didn't have enough
興味が出てきた。無知の幕を下ろせ。共鳴の決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く。判決。偽りを破壊。秩序再建。無知の幕を下ろせ。共鳴のスルメ。決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く。
Yeah. That was far away this time.
偽りを破壊。秩序今日の無知の幕を下ろせ。
Oh no, what's he doing? Ah shit. Okay, that's on me.
秩序再建。偽りを破壊。秩序再決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く。偽りを破壊。偽り目標捕捉。秩序無知の幕を下ろせ。共鳴のスルメ。崩壊した大地。判決。決意の刃で暗闇を切り裂く。暗闇が広がる限り、私たちは進み続けます。
There we go. That was a tough one. Holy shit. Yeah, definitely gonna have to get more practice in. Definitely had to do better with Alpha though, but at least I didn't die. I'll take that. Whew. And alright. I think with that we shall end the stream for today. But I am so glad I finally all caught up with it. And I'm glad I also didn't miss any of these too, because it's like, to be fair, I probably could have skipped it. Like, now I've done it because I've already gone ahead of the chapters, but it's like, not only for completion's sake, but just because they have done such a good job of writing it, I feel like that there's definitely going to be some good stuff I'm missing, and I was not wrong. I definitely got to see some amazing stuff happen. Boss fights, they were pretty unique in their own ways. They were challenging, some a bit head-dropping at times, but again, that's the challenge of this whole game, isn't it? Characters, not only are the aesthetic amazing, how they look and the way they fight, but also just like their own stories, their own developments, and even their own thoughts in this game are awesome. Like seriously, I had a lot of fun with it. Don't worry, like I said, I'm not stopping this game. Flooding records, like I said, I'll do those at my own time whenever I can find the time to do it, because I'll probably be streaming less, because since I'm getting closer and closer to the end of the semester, and hopefully to graduating, I'll be streaming less. Hence why I also wanted to do a lot of this PGR stuff now, so it's like, once I do the next update, I'll kind of put it on hold a bit to like have more time to focus on my studies and just only focus on the current games I actually have to do. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy the stream for today. Let me give a shout out to both TNB Saya and both Caesar Life for both showing up to the stream. Great chatting with you guys. Like I said, I will do the Transfer Daybreak stream later today. I just don't know what time yet, but it'll definitely be happening later today. Probably at the same time it's scheduled for like 7ish or something. But I'll have to see how it goes. But anyway, you guys do follow the channel, but you're not already enjoying the streams. Please make sure you leave a follow. Much appreciated. Check my YouTube channel, post a lot of VODs, and subscribe there as well. But this has been Xantos Vibes. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys next time. We're out.
ルシアとの争いなんかどうでもいい。今は強くなることに集中して。あ？負けるのが怖いって？んなわけねえだろ。ルシ